All right, good day, everybody. Happy July 3rd, day before July 4th here in the United States. And it's actually the day before July 4th, no matter where you are. But July 4th is a big holiday here in America, and everybody celebrates with barbecues and fireworks. Hi, my name is Ron Deering, and I'm coming to you from my home office in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I want to talk to you today about whose business is it anyway, right? Because here's what I know. Here's what I know. And I want you to share this out. Give me some hearts, some likes, some angry, some sad, some thumbs up, whatever you feeling. Here's what I know. Good morning, Miss Laura. Good morning, Deborah. You need to know whose business is it anyway, right? So if you got into a home-based business, whatever network marketing business you might be doing, or affiliate marketing, whatever it is, but typically this applies to people that are in network marketing businesses and building those companies and building that business online or offline and trying to create a community, a culture, and a team, right? And I see this all the time where, and my mentor and good friend Robert Hollis and I talk about this all the time. It's called beating the cows. Beating the cows. Now, how many of you, and here's my story. Hey, Linez, here's my story that I want to share with you is that here's a dairy farmer. And this dairy farmer has 100 cows. And those cows can produce 100 gallons of milk a day. And he's got a contract with maybe a couple of stores to supply his milk every week to these stores. And all of a sudden, he gets approached by a large store that wants 200 gallons. They want 100 gallons themselves, meaning that his cow's got to produce 200 gallons a day. And he decides, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that contract. So he goes out and starts whipping the cows. You got to produce more milk. You got to produce more milk. Is that what he would do? Absolutely not. He would get more cows. He would get more cows. He understands that your cows are only going to produce what they produce. Some of your cows are going to produce a teaspoon, a gallon, a half gallon, whatever they're going to produce, they're going to produce. Beating them into submission, making them feel less than who they already are. I know I keep Aaron. I apologize. I need to put some. It's a new chair. It's a Sealy Posturepedic chair, whatever my wife got me. It just needs some WD-40. So I'll try not to move back and forth so I don't squeak too much, but that's hilarious. So just so you can see, this is my upline and one of my mentors, Aaron Parker. So I see this all the time. I see this and I've been guilty of it, as much as anybody else. When I first started building network marketing companies, I beat the cows. I beat the cows. Exactly, Aaron. Time to get more cows. Very funny, Pete. It's not my knees. My knees are fine. Could be my shoulder, but it's not my knees. So if you are out there trying to motivate, and I get asked this question all the time, how do you motivate your team? You know how you motivate your team? Get a new team. How you motivate your team is be in the front line. How you motivate your team? Do what you're wanting them to do, right? That's how you motivate your team. Be in the front lines, build a new team. Nothing spurs somebody else on when they see the new person come in and start having amazing success, right? But if you're one of those people that's either beating on your upline, you need to be more involved and I got to know what you're doing and everything, or you're beating on your downline, come on, what's wrong with you? And you start having people block you and leave your team and, end up not being, wanting to be a part of the community anymore. Those are what we call clues, right? Thank you, Deborah. Those are the things that we call clues. You're not doing something right. You're not building a community or a culture. And in network marketing, that's one of the most important things you can do, because network marketing is all about creating connections and relationships. You're going to have people on your team. And I love what Robert teaches, and Ray Higdon and Jenna Zweigel and Eric Worre and the great leaders in this industry. You're going to have people on your team that are perfectly content with a couple of $100 a month. And we love them. You're going to have people on your team that are perfectly content just buying the amazing products you have in your company. And we love them. You're going to have those that want to make a 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 5,000. You're going to have those that are superstars and want to make, $10, $20, $30,000 a month. You need to love on every single one of those, because every single one of those people are crucial to you having a legacy business. The person that makes $500 consistency every single month is no less important to your business than the person that's making $10,000. But most people, and this is one of my pet peeves, I hear people saying this all the time. I'm in this business. It's not about the money for me. It's not about the money, right? How many times have you heard that? It's not about the money for me. It's about people's lives, right? It's not about the money. I would venture to tell you, I would just about call those people not liars, but they're really not living and telling the truth. Okay? However you want. Because how do you impact people's lives? I can impact a lot more people's lives if I have a lot more money. I can help those people that are in desperate need. If I'm successful and can show other people then how to be successful, I can impact other people's lives. The measure of my success is twofold. One is how much money am I making, and the other is how many people are making money with me. Right? The measure of my success isn't necessarily how many people that like my product. That's a big part of it. Exactly, Deborah. Please be nice to the cows. No beatings allowed. Right. I love that. No beatings allowed. Because every single one of your cows, every single one of the people that are on your team, in your community, in your culture, have a place. God has put them there for a reason. Now, for me, and I know a lot of others out here, Deborah and so many more. Hey, Jana, good to see you. It's all about our calling. It's all about our relationship with Jesus Christ. It's all about being kind and loving to other people. That doesn't just apply to our lives. It applies to our business. It applies to everything we do. I love what Zig Ziglar said many, many years ago, that you can have anything and everything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. Our business is based on truly helping other people make money, may have success, change their lifestyle, change their physical body if they're into health and wellness, whatever it might be. But it's all about helping others, building connections, relationships, and a community. Absolutely, Jana. Absolutely. Being kind is always the best way to go. I know there are people that are hardcore out there. They're pushing hardcore. You got to push, and I see them struggling all the time. I see them continually pushing and whipping the cows and beating people up and disappointing because their team's, not doing what they need to do. And they're doing exactly what Jana says to do in the opposite. They're not being kind at all. They're being taskmasters. They're being the people that people are getting away from in their job, and all of a sudden they're in their own business and they got their upline or their sideline or somebody beating on them all the time. And then they wonder why people start blocking them and leaving them. Because what they say isn't congruent with what they do. I love people. It's not about the money. Why didn't you make your order? So I can make more money. Why didn't you come in higher so I can make more money? They may not be saying that. Pete, what a good line. If you're receiving without giving, you're probably a bank robber. I love that. It is, Cheryl. It's all about helping others. So this really hit home. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you. That's exactly it. Being thankful for what you have, do what you can with what you have, and paying it forward. That is exactly. We should be getting up every single day thinking about how we can connect with new people and how we can impact other lives. realizing that we have something to offer. We have something that we can give to people. I know my shirt looks like I'm a hobo, but I've got to wear really loose, comfortable shirts right now for my shoulders. So, and hopefully in a few weeks, it'll be getting better. I get surgery on my right shoulder, for all of you that were wondering, on the 28th of this month. So just a few weeks away. So please keep me in your prayers. Everything will go fine, and I trust God will handle it all. So, good morning, Sue. So I hope this makes sense. The reason I titled this "Whose Business Is It Anyway?" is because so many people think when they get in this business, it's their downline's job, it's their upline's job, it's everybody's job but theirs, and it's everybody's fault but theirs. On and on and on. I hear this every single day by people that consider themselves leaders. Well, why haven't you done anything? And you said you were going to do this for me, and you didn't. And they're on their upline, they're on their downline. They're out there. They are always in that mode of, why isn't everybody else doing something? It's my business needs to grow. Instead of people coming to them and saying, man, what are you doing? I want to do what you do because you're having success and you are building your business. And them being that leader that is sitting there working with their team, helping them build connections, helping them have success. And that's the highest priority. Not what they're doing that can give me success, but how I can help them. And not just saying it. As soon as someone says to me, well, it's not about the money for me, everything gets turned off. Because inevitably, those people end up being the one that are pushing so hard to make the money. They're always in financial dire. They're always having challenges. They're always in that place where it's everybody else's fault. If my team's not doing what they're supposed to be, how can I beat my team up more to make them, they call it motivation. I call it cow beating. But, what can I do to make my team make me more money? And they're continually in that spot. It's called mindset, right? What you're putting out in the universe is coming back at you, and you just don't get it. You just don't get it, right? So, and I have these conversations probably every day with people. Why am I not having success? Exactly. Why is my team not doing anything? Exactly. I love, my mentor and good friend Robert Hollis. He's always talking about, his business is exploding. And he'll tell you that the whole thing, it's all based on. There's my puppy. He's mouthy this morning. He wants some attention. They're going through a withdrawal because their mama's gone, and they've never been without her for 2 weeks. So it only has been a few days. So. He's having a hard time. What do you want? Why are you being so mouthy? What? Go on, out. Is he loud or what? It's like he's talking to me. What? Okay, come on, let's go. Go outside. All right, so all right, come here, Gabe. Gabe, come here, buddy. Come here. Okay, you want him closer? Here he is. Here's my 150-pound little baby. He's not even full grown yet. Yeah, okay. I love you too. But he is a brute. All right, come on. Get down off my legs. All right, good boy. Okay, and he's a dolphin. Look, he wants to eat my arm. He's a dolphin pusher. He's done something. One of the only Newfoundland we've ever had that does this. He headbutts you. He pokes his nose like a dolphin, and he wants to play with his brother, who doesn't want to play. His brother is 8 years old, and that's what he's a Newfoundland, Deborah. He's a purebred Newfoundland. He'll be probably close to 180, 190 pounds. They don't get full grown until about 2.5 years old, and he's just a little over a year old. He's just a little over a year old, people, So anyways, Uh, for those of you who haven't seen him in the live mode with me, that it's kind of the first time he's ever done that. He's jumped up. He jumps up on my lap all the time. When Karen's out in the lazy boy at night when we're watching TV and stuff, he will crawl up and adjust himself so that he is a lap dog sitting on. And Deborah, I know you have small little Yorkies, I believe, but he just wants to be a lap dog. Oh, they're just phenomenal dogs. They love people. They love kids. They're one of the few dogs that have a natural instinct to save human life. They're the epitome of relationships, boy. They love their people. Now, his brother is about 140 pounds. He's overweight. He's a mix. He's not 3.5 pounds, exactly, 9 years old. He's not a full Newfie. And we had a little tragedy yesterday. One of our chickens got through the fence from the coop into the backyard where the dogs are, and Joshua decided he was having chicken dinner. So we lost one of our chickens yesterday. It was very sad because the kid, Dora, I believe Josh has got Border Collie in him. But he certainly didn't herd that chicken yesterday. He ate it. I mean, he had it in his mouth, and I had to knock him silly. I was amazed at how much energy when your adrenaline's going, man. I was running around the house. I picked this 140-pound dog up and tossed him on his side so I could get the chicken out of his mouth. And I digress. This has nothing to do with building your business. But so you can see that, because I'm here all by himself. Yes, Pete. They are water rescue dogs. They have web feet. They swim like fish. They're very, very powerful. They tie floats to them. They hook a float around their neck, and they will pull people in from. They use them very, very extensively in the Mediterranean. They fly them in with helicopters when like a boat goes down or something, and they will jump out of the helicopter with a big float tied to hooked to their neck. And they just swim over to the people, and everybody grabs onto it, and they swim them into the shore. So very, very powerful, very, very loving dogs. But he's a puppy, and he's like any other puppy. And he's a teenager, and he can be a handful. So, all right. I've rambled on long enough. I'm glad you got to see Gabriel this morning. He is a sweetheart. But remember, it's your business. Build your business. Don't beat the cows. Don't go out there. You want to motivate your team? Build a new team and be at the front of the line. You don't always have to be the top recruiter. You don't always have to be, the person that's winning all the contests and everything else, but you do have to be in the game every day. You can't get into management mode. I've done that a couple of times quite a few times in my life. I've built a team and then I get into management mode. I'm coming out of a somewhat management mode right now and back in the game and recruiting and building and so forth. There's a point, hopefully, in your career where you can kick back a little bit and not have to worry about it. And that's the residual income keeps coming in and so forth. But the bottom line is that it is your business. It's not your uplines. It's not your downlines. And if it's not going the way it should, it is only your fault. And if you're having people that are leaving and are angry with you and everything else, that is not them. It is you. Everybody wants to say, well, yeah, that's their problem. Well, it's not their problem. They're leaving you. Right? Do they have issues that they've got to address? Absolutely they do. But there's a reason why you're not connecting with those people. Ouch, right? I agree. Ouch. I've had people that have left the teams. Very seldom do I have people leave because they don't like me or anything like that. They typically leave because they've moved on to a different opportunity. But there's still, if they left because they didn't like me, they don't like, I'm growing my beard back, or they don't like my hair color, or they don't like my glasses, or they don't like the way I talk to them or something. One of two things. One is it could be that they just don't want to hear what I'm telling them, and it's still important. They need to know it. The other is maybe I'm beating the cows, and I need to stop it. So I hope this makes sense. You need to be working on you every single day. The three things I talk about all the time are mindset, skill set, and tool set, right? And mindset, I believe, is the most important thing, because if your head's not together, you're not going to be, people are going to see that. People are going to see that you are looking at them like they're your next steak dinner, or your next boat, or your next new car, or your next, mortgage payment. They're not going to look at you. There's that old saying, right? They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. and they can see right through you. Thank you, Carlos, my brother in the Lord. They can see right through you, and they know that you're doing this to make money because you're pushing on them and not leading by example. Leaders lead from all directions. They lead from the front, they lead from behind, they lead from the side. You want to read a great book, read John Maxwell's 360-Degree Leader. You will be amazed. Everybody's been taught and thinks that leaders lead from the front. That's true, but they also lead from behind. Guess where the best picture of what your team is doing is? From behind, right? I can see where they're going, what they're doing, what's going on wrong, or from the side. It's not always from the front. When you're up in the front, you've got to be there, but when you're up in the front, sometimes the view looks great for you, but not for the people behind you. All they see is your rump, right? You need to work on your mindset, becoming a better leader, becoming a better who you are every single day. Every single day. People are not going to like sometimes what you say. People are, and if it's the right thing and you're teaching and you're learning and you truly care, then that's okay. Sometimes the truth hurts. Ouch, yes. But sometimes people leave you because you're just mean. We've all heard people say, well, I want it more than you do. Well, that may be true. I want your success more than you want your success. But why is that? Do I want your success more than you want your success because it makes me more money? Or do I want it because I truly care about you? Don't kid yourself and fool yourself and live in a dream world and think that people don't see and know your motivation. No matter what you say, they watch your actions. They watch what you do. They watch how you treat them, the community you build, the culture you build. I've had people that will stay in our business, that have stayed in our business and will stay in our business and will continue to be a part of this community, whether they're making $1,000 a month or $100 a month, because they love the community. They love being a part of this. They love being a part of something bigger than themselves. And I see people in other teams that are leaving because they just can't deal with the leader that's being just about what I call mean and angry with them. Don't be one of those people. Be one of those people that your team and your community loves on you as much as you love on them. I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing, amazing Friday wherever you are. Love on somebody today. Make it about somebody else instead of yourself. Truly, truly care about others. Not care about how much money they can make you. Not care about, what level they come in at in your company or how many products they buy and all that other nonsense. Love on them because you love it. We love having you here, Sue. Good morning, Danielle. We have an amazing, amazing community, an amazing culture. Thank you, Laura. I love all of you guys. God bless you and have an amazing day. I'm going to go see what that dog, that puppy, that monster black bear of mine is doing right now. I'm glad you guys all got a chance to meet him.